So let's talk about why you need that why during this process. You see, if you're going to remain committed, focused, and productive, you need a fire to be lit underneath of you. Hello again, it's Dr. Erica Liggins, licensed clinical psychologist and exam coach. I am so excited to share a really important message with you today about why you need a why. You see, only about 20% of what makes you successful in this process is related to how you're studying. The other 80% is all about your attitude and mindset. So, one of the things that really helps you to stay in a good mindset is knowing why you're doing this to begin with. What are your hopes and dreams about what's going to happen in your life and your career after you have successfully passed the exam? But you see, so often test takers lose sight of this, whether it's because they're a new test taker who's just so overwhelmed with the whole process, they don't even know where to start or how to even think about what comes after. Or maybe there's a repeat test taker who's having a hard time staying hopeful about the exam because of their past experiences, especially if they were hopeful in the past. So let's talk about why you need that why during this process. You see, if you're going to remain committed, focused, and productive, you need a fire to be lit underneath of you to keep you moving forward, even on the days when you're tired and you don't want to study. So, in order to be able to do this, there are 3 steps I want you to follow. First of all, to create a why that's going to keep you motivated through this process, you need to allow yourself to have a why. You need to allow yourself and basically give yourself permission to have hope. No matter how much that voice in your head is telling you, oh, well, the last time you tried to do this, you had hope and look what happened. You have to ignore that voice and remember that being hopeful is what will allow you to propel forward. Secondly, we have to really identify clearly what that why is. And I don't want you to stop at just how your professional life is going to change. Yes, I want you to think about all the professional goals you have, but I also want you to think about the personal goals too. So maybe you write down the fact that you maybe want to open your own practice one day, or you want to be the training director somewhere, or you want to start some new and interesting initiative in our field. And also, I want you to think about things like maybe you want to read more or spend more time with your family, or maybe there's some cool and interesting places that you would like to visit. So, after you have clearly identified your why, then you will be able to connect with it. And I encourage you to take a few moments every day to connect with why you're doing this. It's like food for your test taker soul. It keeps you fueled up and motivated to move forward. So let's recap again. First, you're going to give yourself permission to have a why. Then you're going to identify it very specifically. And lastly, you are going to connect with it on a daily basis to keep you motivated in this journey. If you haven't already taken that step to sign up for your initial intake assessment, I encourage you to do it now. Don't waste another second. Give yourself the opportunity to achieve all of your goals and live your wildest dreams.